Hello. So how do I make $500 in order for me to open a Robinhood account so I could start investing? What can you do without having for you to quit your job, right? As long as you have one and you want to keep that one, but what can I do on the side to make some extra cash? Well, you know what works? You can do online surveys. You could fill out surveys. If you do 3 a day, you probably get you like $40 a month. You could rent out part of your house. You could do dog babysitting, believe it or not. A lot of people always want somebody to take care of their dog. You could become a freelancer on FIVERR and advertise for your skills as long as it's legal. So this is what you call the gig economy. And so there's lots of things you could do to make extra cash. Because you say, well, I want to make lots of money. Well, you know what? You got to work, but you also have to take advantage of the market, but you need cash for that, right? So maybe your cash is already used because you're already working. So what you do is you do a bunch of different things. You make a couple of dollars here and there, put it all together, and you start investing. If it doesn't work, you move to something else. You got to be like Rocky. You got to keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. It's important to keep at it right now because the market is going to start slowing down and we might have opportunities, great opportunities. And then of course you're going to say, well, what do I do with that opportunity? What should I buy? Well, check my other videos and I will offer you some pretty good stocks that you could buy very cheaply over at, what I mean by cheaply, you don't need to put $10,000, or you could put a couple of dollars and you can start buying stocks, partial shares or whatever. And that's what you want to do. You want to start small, you want to start surely. And this is a great opportunity because the market is finding its way with everything that's going on. And hopefully at some point, something breaks out and you have an opportunity to invest. Robinhood account, fantastic. No fees or anything. Best way to start.